Hey guys, and welcome back to Fast Salad Customs. I'm sorry for taking so long, but thanks for sticking with me. I hope this episode I got for you today is worth the wait. Let's go. Alright, so today I'm going to build an exhaust. And to do that, I have to put the engine back in. And the problem with that is that the engine is looking kind of like this right now. And I'm going to put it in as a mock-up so I get the angles right on the exhaust. And I'm going to do a full rebuild on this engine anyway in a later stage. So it's going to come back out. And I'm going to build the exhaust in stainless steel pipes that I had lying around. And I'm going to have to cut up a lot of small pieces. And then I'm going to TIG weld it all together. And this is two pieces I had lying around from a different project. But this is kind of the desired finished result on them. And it's going to have a really nice color when the exhaust gets warm and everything done when it's done. So yeah, this is going to be very time consuming, but it should be very fun. So you guys are going to get to tag along. So let's go. All right, now when that's in place, I can start prepare the pipes that I'm gonna cut up for the exhaust. I polish the pipes before I cut them up, just enough to get all the scratches and just some dirt off of them. It'll look better when I start welding it together again. All right, so time for cutting. A lot of cutting. So the stainless steel kind of melts when you cut it with a big grinder like that. I know there are better ways to cut stainless steel pipes, but I don't really have that option right now. So I have to file out all the sharp edges inside and outside of every piece before I can start welding it back together again. And that is one done. Now I only have to do it like 100 more times. All right, so before I can start welding the exhaust system, I'm gonna have to figure a couple of things out. And one of them is how I'm gonna bolt the new exhaust system into the cylinder head in the exhaust manifold here. Because the original exhaust system is 32 millimeters and the system that I'm gonna build is 42 millimeters. And the problem with that is that I can't fit a 42 millimeter pipe into that hole. And this flange, or whatever you call it, is what actually bolts the exhaust system into place. So I'm gonna have to duplicate the original system with this really sharp edge here that I'm gonna show you how this works. There are two of these on each pipe, and that helps the flange to press the exhaust system into the exhaust manifold and holds it into place. And this is 32 millimeters, and I'm gonna use 42 millimeter. So I've cut these pipes, and I'm gonna have to make a really sharp edge here, and I'm gonna have to expand this side to fit the 42 millimeter pipe. Usually, if the exhaust system, the original ones, are in bad shape, I could have just cut this off, sandblast it, and weld it into the new exhaust system. But I don't really want to do that to this one because it's in really nice condition. I could just polish this up and sell it because they're pretty pricey today. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make my own, and that's a fun process in itself. So I'm going to go get a little creative, and I guess you're going to tag along. So let's go. Now I could really use one of these hydraulic presses. Problem is, it's just too expensive. I don't really have that in my budget right now. So I'm going to have to look to something else, something I already have that maybe I can modify. I do have this. This is a 12-ton pipe bender that I haven't used for years. So my plan is to modify this so I can fit the pipe in there, and then I have to find some sort of pressing tool. So it's time to get the grinder out and the welder. Here we go. And here is the finished result. It's not pretty. Doesn't really have to be. It just has to work. And I found this like metal cone basically in the trash. And hopefully, or I know it's going to expand the pipe because, as you can see, I've actually cheated a little bit just to make sure that this engineering project of mine works. And it does. So I'm going to show you now the last one of the four, how it expands, and I'm gonna take it from there. All right.
Now, if you think this looks a little sketchy, you're 100% right. But it's not stupid if it works, right? All right, so next up, hammer time. And this is how I'm gonna create a sharp edge of the pipe that's gonna go in the exhaust manifold. This is gonna take some time, so I'm gonna speed this process up a little bit. And remember, I gotta do this 4 times, but I'm only gonna show you one of them. And that is mission complete.
All right, so now I have 4 of these. As you can see, the more sharper edge where the pipe is going to fit inside the exhaust manifold, and the more smoother edge where the actual exhaust is going to start getting welded on here in a bit. And I've test fitted 3 of them already to make sure that they fit nice and tightly there, and they do. And I gotta say, they look pretty darn good actually. And the idea is that from here on, I'm gonna start welding on these small pieces. Now this is gonna be the most advanced exhaust system that I have ever built. So there is a strong possibility that I'm gonna mess it up, but I'm gonna try. And I think it's gonna be a fun process. So
I saw this bike on Instagram a few years ago. I can't remember who built it now, and if I did, I would certainly give credit because it's freaking awesome. But I'm gonna use this exhaust as an inspiration for what I'm gonna do. And this is Frank, my TIG welding machine. He's been with me since the beginning. I could use an upgrade, but it's been a great little machine to learn how to TIG weld on. Now I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna fast track the process of tacking the exhaust together. And I'm gonna see if you guys like it, and if it's cool or not. And that's one pipe tacked in place. I just have to do some finishing touches on it before I start the next one.
all right, here we go. All right, both pipes tacked in place. All right, guys, well, this is gonna have to be it for this video. If I were to do the other side as well in this video, it would take me 2 more weeks to put it out. So, and besides, I'm out of welding gas, so I don't really have a choice. But I'm pretty happy with the result so far. It's not done. I have to make a jig so that I can weld the rest. And so the stainless steel really moves under heat, so the jig will hold it in place when I finish welding it. That took insane amount of time to do, but I'm pretty happy with it. What do you guys think? It's gonna look pretty cool coming down the road, I think. All right, well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more of this and other projects that I have in store for it. And in the next episode, we're going to do part 2 of the exhaust system. You're going to see it both on there, both sides done. And if you feel generous, maybe even a like. And I hope I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Golly, that is some serious steel I bent there. Oh well, it worked.